Art doesn't teach, but if you are interested in why certain things have an effect on you, then you learn from that. But art does not teach. So that's the beauty of art. It's not a teacher. It's not an authority. It's not. It doesn't impose anything. It's very passive, static. The painting is not about the color. It's about the space between the color. Yeah. And the painting is not about paint. It's about the space I create. And the space I create does not exist. It's metaphorical, so it's visual. So we see depth where there is no depth. And this is the contradiction, and it's a little bit, for me, the metaphor of life. There is no life if there is no death. But what sense does it make to die so that you can live? I think about death always. So. And not that I'm interested in death, and I'm not afraid of death, but death helps me to understand what is life. I speak about seeing space where there is no space. That's, for me, what interests me. I look at the wall, there's nothing, it's just flat, but I see a surface. And if you're a painter, you see the surface right away. I'm a real old-fashioned painter. I just put color down and I react. And I'm relatively honest, I think, and I can analyze a little bit. So I put a color down and I say, what does it do? Is it interesting for me? As soon as you introduce color, you introduce emotion. And emotion has its own power. And I never try to control emotions. So in my paintings, the only thing I can do is to bring resolution. I allow all the emotions to exist, and then I try to resolve them by going through the color, through the emotion, to what is the motion, and that's to the space. So I go from the surface to the interior of the painting. The pictorial space is the space in a picture, whether it's a photograph or a drawing or a painting, even a wall. If you see those four nails, you can start to have association. And these are conceptual. And I think all good painters would say painting is conceptual. It's thinking. It's not about gesture, it's about thinking. And thinking, the highest form of thinking is space. And to create space where there is no space is a philosophical position. Each time I paint, it's a little different. I used to want to control it more. When you get older, you let go of your control. It's the nice thing about getting old. You're more free. You're closer to yourself. Closer, that doesn't mean you arrive or that you have an answer. I just mean in comparison to youth. I like being older more than being young. But I'm still healthy. So if you're not healthy, then it's not so easy. But if you're healthy, being older is much better. Much easier.